this guy. We talked a lot about it earlier in the week, Wilds, when you were gone. Justin Herbert.
Oh, wow.
The ultimate eye test quarterback. Wow. My guy, I just believe he's the 5th best quarterback in the world, and it's not based on anything numeric. And it's not based on quarterback performance in the playoffs either, because he's 0-2. But
can't be.
But, Brew, he still is on pace to be Peyton Manning. That's right. He is. Through 5 seasons, identical records, better completion percentage, identical passing touchdowns, both winless in the postseason. Now, Peyton.
Different game today.
Okay.
Even when Peyton played, they weren't throwing it quite as much as this.
Not throwing quite as much, but he was a high-volume thrower for his era. And Justin Herbert wasn't even a high-volume thrower last year because of
his
Harbaugh.
numbers early in his career are fantastic.
Yeah,
his first few seasons.
Yeah, and the eye test to me is there. Now, the collapse against the Jaguars and 4 interceptions against the Texans in his 2 playoff games, that is tough. And Peyton started ripping off MVPs in years 6 and 7 and conference championships and ultimately Super Bowls. So this is the year, Justin. You got maybe the best tackle duo in the NFL. You've got a competent coach. You've got a top 10 defense. You need to make me right.
Listen, Justin Herbert is an awesome quarterback. It's so funny that we have to kind of keep defending this take of how great Justin Herbert is, and you want to talk about interceptions and the collapse in the playoffs, like all of this is just on Justin Herbert's shoulders, and it's such an irritating take, and it's not just based off of eye test. Like there are statistical truths as to how great Justin Herbert has been. So like the pace that he's on has been historic and one of the greatest rookie seasons of all time. And he's been doing it with a mess of a franchise and a mess of a coaching staff. So it's just absurd. And that's why for me, it's not about Justin Herbert. It's about the Chargers. Danny's guys he's most excited to watch, and he said, Justin Herbert has to prove me right. No, the Chargers have to prove you right. The Chargers have to prove to continue to now turn the page and be a well-run team, a high-functioning team. This coming season is not about Justin Herbert throwing for 5,500 yards, 45 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. That's not what it's about. It's about winning 12, 13, 14 games. And playing incredibly high-level, smart football, no matter what it looks like. Whether it's 23 pass attempts or 35 pass attempts. Having a crucial, important come-from-behind win with an awesome throw by Justin Herbert, but beautifully schemed by the coaching staff and play call and game planning. By having an awesome run game where, your Justin Herbert's able to actually build off of a running back who's now rushed for 145 yards and 2 touchdowns. Being able to play situational and smart football when you're up 14-3 in the 4th quarter and your defense is clearly shutting down the other team. And it's like, okay, we're just going to be smart. Let's just try to move the chains, keep the clock going. Don't have to randomly throw the ball 45 yards down the field because we got Justin Herbert. Let's do it. It's all about playing smart, high-quality football. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. If you're winning these closer games, or you're having Justin Herbert throw the ball 23 times, but it's like not at a high level, and he's not throwing for a lot of touchdowns, and he has a fair bit of interceptions and whatnot, it's like, yeah, then you can be like, all right. This is more about the team than Justin Herbert in that regard. But it's like, no. When you have a great quarterback like a Justin Herbert, you still want a balanced team. That's how you win rings. That's how this works. That's how this works. You know who've been riding on the back of their quarterback? The Buffalo Bills. How's it working out for them? Not good. It's been great. Everyone can talk about Josh Allen being one of the greatest, most talented quarterbacks of all time. It's great. It's great. It's awesome. Putting up amazing numbers. Highlight reel through the roof. Yeah, people like me saying, I think he's the best quarterback in the NFL. If he was on the Philadelphia Eagles, he would do a lot less and win a lot more. If he was on the Kansas City Chiefs, he would do a lot less and win a lot more. That's how it works. So if you're a Chargers fan, you shouldn't be rooting for the Justin Herbert show. But this is where it's so interesting, and I've talked about this a lot, and I'm going to continue to talk about it. You know, the whole idea of like, you know, when you're having GOAT conversations, it's like, yeah, it's really important to try to figure out how much is said quarterback contributing. You know, we're saying that you're the greatest of all time, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, you know, Manning, whoever. Then you really need to zoom in and be like, what's going on here? What are you contributing? What are you doing? What is your team asking you for? But if you're not having that conversation, it's kind of like, meh, who cares? Seriously, it's like, meh, whatever. Just win. Just win. It makes sense to really scrutinize the Tom Brady's, the Patrick Mahomes, and one day, if Justin Herbert keeps playing how he's playing and they start winning rings, then we can start doing that. But as of right now, it's just like, just play high quality football, man. That's all you need. I don't need high volume football. I don't need high number football. I don't need stats popping through the roof, even though he already does that in a level of consistency that we legitimately haven't seen, combined with the eye test, combined with who he's doing it with and what coaching staff he did it in any given moment, in any given year. It's been wildly impressive. But it's like, that's why you got Harbaugh, to build a better team, to run a better team, to be a higher functioning team. You didn't get him to elevate Herbert. You got a Harbaugh to elevate the team to make Justin Herbert's job even easier. That's where it's at. You still rely on your quarterback to step up in the biggest moments, and when you need him most, absolutely. Absolutely. Again, people can, you know, for recently, Justin Herbert's been compared to Jalen Hurts a lot, especially because of Danny. And it's like, when push comes to shove, the Philadelphia Eagles needed Jalen Hurts to step up in the NFC Championship game. They needed him to step up in the Super Bowl, and he did. He rose to the occasion. And you don't win without those performances, without that incredibly high-level ball. During the regular season, did you need to call on him as much? No, you did not. And that's okay. And that's totally okay. So, yeah. And again, you know, comparing this, right, I that is where I agree with Brew. What did he enter the league? Like 97 or something? I forget. Wildly different football. Doesn't even matter. Honestly, like, this is also a pet peeve of mine. Comparing years, seasons of football to such long previous years, I mean, it's actually the biggest waste. I mean, it's just football, the way how football was played, the way how it was called, the way how coordinators were hired, and how much of a defensive league it was. Like, just everything about it, man. It's unrecognizable. Go watch a game from 1994. You can look it up. We all got YouTube. Go on YouTube and just go watch a game from 1994. It's just mind-blowing how different of a league it was. It's like, you know you're watching something different. Even if they were able to make it where the colors and the uniforms were perfect and you just, you know, it was HD and it was like perfect quality, you would still be able to know, this is not the NFL. Like, this is not football. Like, this is not the NFL right now. Like, what is this? You just feel it. So comparing stats from then to now is just really kind of futile to me. Even if it builds up the quarterback who you're praising, who I obviously think Justin Herbert is a special quarterback. But you got to be consistent. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Justin Herbert being one of the most excited players for Danny to watch, and what I guess he needs to prove this season, if anything at all? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.